Hey y'all, I am super excited to unveil to y'all what I've been working on, what I've been experimenting with this whole past trapping season, and I've been thinking about for a lot longer than that. And that is the first Coyote Trapping School original product. What I'm right now, not married to it yet, but what I'm right now calling the Shortliner bag. So this is a trapping bag that I designed and developed and came up with and actually made. So that's one of the things that I know I've been talking about this for a little while and trying to get input in folks, and I've had some people ask me about it, and the biggest thing is I'm learning I'm making these myself, and this is my trusty setup, and so getting geared up, getting figured out, learning machine sewing, and mainly learning how to get a nice, good quality stitch that I'm really happy with and satisfied with. I've been working on this for a while, and that took me a while just to try to get the hang of that. But I'm finally ready to present it to y'all. I'm super excited. I think it turned out really sharp, and I think it's going to be really practical and really useful. I'll show you. So all season, this is the bag I used all this past trapping season, and it was really good, really helpful to go through a season and use it and test it and see, because what I found out is I needed to do some tweaks before I came up with the final version. And so I made it through, and like I said, I came up with some tweaks and changes that improved the bag, and so I'm really excited and happy with the final product that we've got now. So this is it right here, what I'm calling the Shortliner bag, and I'm only calling it that because, let's be honest, especially, I know a lot of you guys are trapping in the southeast, and there's no long liners in the southeast unless you're doing nuisance work or big time damage work on plantations and stuff. We're all hobby trappers. We're all trapping before and after work and on the weekends and vacation and hammering it out. And so that's to me, that's kind of at the heart of it. That's at the heart of what makes up the trappers in North America is the shortliners, the guys that are out there making the most of the time that they got in between work. So but this is the bag. It's made of a vinyl coated polyester. I always swap that back and forth. So it's a waterproof, kind of a rubberized material, thick, and the good thing about that is it doesn't take odors, but it won't get brittle and cold either because of that. One of the things that I learned through last trapping season and using it is, common sense tells you that, but it took me a little bit to figure that out, is because it's a waterproof material, it holds water. So one of the tweaks is drain holes. I got 2 drain holes in the bottom of the bag, but the bag itself is 28 inches long, 10 inches wide, and about 9.5 inches deep. So kind of my main desire and thing that I was going for on this bag was to have something that all of my trapping tools fit completely in. I've used, I started out using buckets and the bucket boss things with all the pouches on the side, and I like that a lot. My biggest problem was, man, that thing never stood upright in the back of the truck. It was always falling over, always tipping over. And so I switched to starting to use different tool bags and things like that, but none of them were long enough. Even some of the trapper bags that are made and sold by the trappers, the supply companies, they're not, your trowels and things hang out of them. So that was kind of one of the things that I was going for. So it's got a large main compartment. The bulk of it is this large main compartment, like I said, that's plenty big enough to throw all your stake drivers, trowels, hose, hammers, and even if you're an auger fan using the standard augers that most trapping supply places sell with your drill, that'll fit in there too. And there you go, ready to go. It's all loaded up, it's all in there. It also has 2 side pockets. So the side pockets, what I got some polyfill in one that I use as kind of a pan cover, and then just some regular fiberglass pan covers in the other. Just a little something, a little bit of organization on the inside, and especially that's my biggest thing is I like trying to keep my pan covers. Otherwise, all of my big tools just go in the bag like they are. And then you've got 3 front pockets. So I like to have a kind of a heavy-duty pair of slip joint pliers. You gotta have your J-hook tool. That's vital. And then I always like to carry a flathead and a Phillips head screwdriver. it's not as important now that I, especially using MB550s, that there's no pan tension adjustment, so it doesn't really matter. But so you got your 3 front pockets there for your easy to get to tweaking stuff, and then you got I've got these wide handles, which I've also got sewn in. It's kind of multi-purpose, so I got D-rings sewn into them. So I don't have, if you're interested in shoulder strap, I know I got inquiries from some folks about shoulder straps. I can do those as well. I can get those. So if you're interested in that, let me know. But one thing that personally I've noticed, my wife, between two of us, we got tons of bags in the house that we've used, duffel bags and different things, and all of them come with shoulder straps, and you never use them. So that's the great thing about these D-ring, is you can just clip any shoulder strap that you've got around the house, clip them on opposite sides, and there you go. If you need to carry your stuff in, jammed up on room here, but if you need to carry your stuff into your set location, there you go, simple enough. There's also enough room. I'll bring you over and show you a close-up picture of it too, but there's also enough room. Throw in a couple of traps as well if you're walking into your set location. The other added thing that I've been thinking through, because I'm bad about always trying to tinker, and I wanted to get this finished and get it out there so I could get some feedback and get it on the market. But one of the other ideas that I've got for these D-rings is adding a separate kind of bait and lure patch that can be added and removed if you pouch that can be added and removed if you want it. So you've got this side that's got the built-in pockets, but if you spin it around to the other side is open. But I've got these D-rings all the way around. So what I'm thinking is to make, and like I said, I haven't done this yet. Let me know if you think it's worthwhile to put some time and effort into. I probably am going to tinker with it anyway, but I could add a lure patch, a lure pouch there, just big enough for a can of bait and a couple of lures and some urine. So if you're walking in to set a few traps, set a couple of sets, you at least can have enough there to throw it all in and carry it all in together. If you're like me, I'm trapping out of the truck 96% of the time, and so I just keep a whole separate bag for my bait and lures, and it's nothing to just grab both bags, walk 10 steps and sit down. But this past season I started walking more, and so personally I think for me that's something that I want to try to do. And then you don't have any worry of contaminating any of your equipment. It's going to be outside on the outside, and like I said, you got this rubberized material as a barrier. It's nothing's getting through that like it would a cloth or nylon or anything like that. So that's what it is. I'm super excited. Like I said, I've noticed in editing my videos that I say "like I said" a lot, so I'm trying to pay attention to that. But it is made in the U.S. One thing that I wanted to point out, I got me I bought where'd they go? I bought a pack of Made in the USA tags to sew in, because I'm making this all myself, and so I wanted to throw that in there just so you'd know. It's handmade right here in Georgia, right where I'm at. I do have there is 3/32 cable on the tops and going in the edges of the bag to give it a little bit of structure. I don't really like just a super floppy bag, and so I did add that as well. But initially, so right now I don't have a huge inventory. I'm making these right now as we speak. So I'm taking pre-orders right now, and I'll basically kind of I'll fill orders as I go. So kind of making them as I get the orders. So for the pre-order time period, which is mid-April right now, I'll probably run it through the end of May. I'm going to offer the bags at $40 plus shipping. I hope, I don't know 100% sure, however, it depends on how everything goes. I would like to, by the time at least the Georgia Trappers Association convention comes around, to have some inventory and may have a booth set up. Final retail price is probably going to be about $55. But I want to give, all y'all have been following along and keeping up with what I've been doing and asking about when something's going to come out. I wanted to give y'all a little bit of a heads up and a little bit of bonus, so hopefully, that'll be worthwhile for you. If you're interested, shoot me an email or message me on Facebook, Instagram. I'll put up a page on my website. I won't have an order page on my website just yet. It'll be more of a contact me page, and then we can go through but once I start having some inventory in stock, then I'll have an order page for that for sure. But In the meantime, I appreciate y'all following along. I'll bring you over and show you up close what the bag looks like, but I appreciate y'all following along, and I appreciate all the support. Be sure to hit me up. I'll have a contact information at the end of this video to get a hold of me. Like I said, Instagram, Coyote Trapping School, Facebook, Coyote Trapping School. Email me, Chris, K-R-I-S, at CoyoteTrappingSchool.com. If you want one of these, we'll get you set up and ready for next trapping season. I think you're going to like it if you're aggravated and tired of having something that all your stuff doesn't fit in. So I'll bring you over and show you what I got, and I'll let you get to ordering. Thanks. So here you go. This is the bag. Of course, we got the old logo there. The 3 front pockets, just big enough, and I've got them puckered. You can see they're one so they'll drain, but also so you've got enough room to slip your tools in and out really easily. I've got your D-rings set up, one on each side, a large gap in between them. You got your handles. Flip it over, and then you've got your interior pouches. One on this side, one on the other side. I'll lock this one off. And then, of course, you've got the inside, plenty big enough for all your trapping tools, as long as you don't carry too much stuff. That's a little more than I need, really. 2 stake drivers, trowel, hoe. I hadn't used the hoe a whole lot. I may have to evaluate that, and then, of course, the drill. So, and like I was trying to show you on the other side, there's more than enough room here to add an additional pouch. So let me know your thoughts on that. I'm probably going to be working on that anyway. And then if you've got a shoulder strap, or if you want one, let me know. I can get them, and they just clip right on to the D-rings. And I suggest clipping them opposite sides. Awkward doing this one-handed, but they just clip right on, and boom, you're ready to go. Ready to go set some traps and catch all the coyotes in the country. So y'all hit me up. Let me know if you want one, and I'll get it coming to you. Thanks.